What do you say when you're too fucked up? And what's your girlfriend say when I smack that butt?
Hey, what's up guys, this is Cabal here from Team Alias, here today to do the Command & Conquer 3 Kane's Wrath video commentary. And yeah, it's been a while since my last one because, well, I was on vacation from Command & Conquer, went skiing and came back and was too lazy to do one of my trial by fire episodes, and then I guess I came home from work today and just got bored of watching YouTube, so I decided to jump in and do a game. And this game is between MTK1000 random versus SAP Wilson playing as a black hand, and on Tournament Tau. That's not Tournament Tau, this is Tournament Rift, which is the most played map in Kane's Wrath. The most played map in Kane's Wrath. So we see that MTK1000, he's also known as a noob at war or sailing noob. So he has multiple accounts, and I guess he played on this one versus Wilson. So he's definitely drawing a screen type faction. And we'll see if he's got Traveler 59 because his simulators has advanced articulators. And oh, look at this, he's going for a stasis chamber. So he's going for 3 simulators, and we'll see how many buzzers he decides to come out. What's Wilson doing? Wilson's only going for 1 engineer, and he's going to booby trap that building, so just in case if Noob at War decides to go and garrison that structure, it's going to get blown up and blows up his infantry and whatnot. And he's only going for 1 engineer, captures it for 500 credits, and sends 1 conventional ball squad down towards the bottom half of the map, and sends 2 down the middle, 1 up top and 1 on the bottom. And we'll see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 buzzer squads from MTK1000. He's also going for some disintegrator squads, and he's got 5 groups of them, and he sold the stasis chamber because he doesn't need anymore. And you should probably sell the portal just in case. But with all this money, Noob at War he spent like, so that's what, 1,500 credits for simulators. That's disintegrator squads cost $500. I can't remember. $300, so that's 3 times 5, that's 1,500 credits, so that's 1,500 credits, that's there's over 3,000 credits already for infantry, plus buzzer squads like $200, plus so $200 times 6 is 2 times 6 is 60 credits, 600 credits down. Oh boy, I'm good with math. So let's just say that was a lot of money that MTK spent. I'm too lazy, too tired to do the math in my head. But anyway, bikes are going to be coming from Wilson. He's going to go up to the top. 1 Confessor Cabal squad is attacking the reactor, and we see that the attack bikes are going to come here, and they're going to grab a harvester, no problems, because MTK doesn't have any roar factory, so he can't repair his harvesters. But what he does have is disintegrator squads, which do have the fast legs, and they're going to take down 1 attack bike if he's lucky. Yes, he does take down 1 attack bike, and if Wilson's lucky, he can get this harvester with his micro. He can take care of the bikes, and a couple of rocket shots will destroy that harvester. And will he get it? Oh, it's going to be very close, but I think he's going to get it, because if he focuses down his rockets to take down the harvester, then he'll take care of it. Yes, there we go, it's finally this. Oh my god, Wilson, you screwed it up! 1 last shot on that harvester. Come on, you can do it. Come on, Wilson. One more rocket shot on that bike, on the harvester. Yeah, there we go. Good job, Wilson. And I guess he just sold that refinery because he wanted to get the money back from his bikes. But the three spikes that MTK1000 has is just letting him to pump out disintegrator squads, which are perfect counters against like any types of rushes. And the bike is still motoring around, just trying to scout MTK1000's base. But all he sees there is there's just 1 harvester left, because Noob at War expended all that money. But he is going to go for an attack, and he's attacking one of the Wilson's harvesters, and Wilson's harvesters Confessor Cabal squads takes down those disintegrator squads no problems, and that harvester just made it, and he's going to go back to the war factory for repairs. And 2 buzzer squads are just hanging right beside the garrison structure, and they haven't gone inside it yet. Not sure if Noob at War knows that there's a booby trap there. Maybe he doesn't, maybe he doesn't. But 2 buggies are going to be going down the center of the map to see what they're about to find out. And this is, every time when I play Noob at War or Sailing Noob or MTK1000, he always goes for the blue expansion fields. Like, he just places a drop platform here, then he places a war factory, refinery. Doesn't bother going for the green expansion fields. And I see this a lot from him. And I guess it's just he doesn't change his tactics, or he just doesn't do anything with it. But I've seen him play with his sprint factions, and he's pretty good with Traveler 59. And just because he played random, he chose random, so I assume he's good with Traveler. But I haven't played him in a while, so I don't know. But we see these disintegrator squads are going to be going to the top half of the map, and I don't think Wilson knows about it, and he does have 0 defense. All his Confessor Cabal squads are going down to the bottom half of the map, so this could be devastating. He could lose a lot of Harvesters if he's not careful, and it depends on what MTK1000 is planning on doing, and he's going to go for Harvester's attack, so there's 1 Harvester down, and a lot of them got squished from that Harvester, but another Harvester goes down, that's 2 Harvesters down, and he's probably going to lose 3 if he's not careful, if Wilson's not careful, which he does, so that's 3 Harvesters lost, and 1 disintegrator squad is heroic, and I guess it's just been destroyed. No Strike Starlight there, but surprisingly how much Confessor Cabal squad or machine gun damage that the heroic disintegrator squad takes, which is quite impressive. So that's 3 Harvesters lost by Wilson, and he's back to 2 now. Meanwhile, Noob at War, what he's been doing, he hasn't been doing much. He moved his rope platform, but he hasn't placed down any type of structure, and his extractor is still low on power. He finally powers it up, so now he's got some. And still with the disintegrator production, so I guess Noob at War is worried that Wilson might go for a counterattack of bikes of some kind. But he does know that there's bikes on the map, and just 1 secret tank decides to just take out that radio buggy. Now he's going to go back home. Not before this bike takes a couple of shots at that secret tank, and Wilson moves MCV down here. I guess he just took a roundabout path instead of going from this direction. He went from that direction, and did place down another refinery, so he's back to 5 and 2, which is the proper ratio, and more disintegrator squads are coming to the center of the map, and I think Wilson may know about this, he may not, but we'll see with these with this couple of radar buggies now. And the radar buggies do spot these disintegrator squads, and Wilson's probably thinking, oh my god, stop with the disintegrators already, they're pissing me off. But Noob at War is still going with these disintegrator productions. It's insane how many he's producing, and actually I would love to see the units lost tab after this, see how many disintegrators Noob at War lost. But we do see a Lona Simulator going towards the center map. I think he wants to throw Wilson off and into thinking that he may know where that simulator is, but force fighting on the ground does a really good damage, and I guess Wilson did see that there's a simulator there, so he just force fired on the ground to try to take it out, and I don't think he knows that it's destroyed yet, so he's going to build a radio buggy and see if, because black eye radio buggies do detect stealth in some kinds, but I'm pretty sure he's already destroyed it now, and Buzzer Hive going down, and we do see that those were resurrected there, so when you're playing Noob at War, guys, make sure you always attack his Harvesters, because he always goes to blue tip field. He doesn't go for the greens or anything like that. And another disintegrator squad force going to the top of the half of the map, and he's going down to the bottom, because he sees that there's a ton of Confessor Cabal squads and radio buggies here, so that's a ton of anti-infantry, and that's probably going to be enough to take down this whole disintegrator squads. But Wilson's Harvesters are going to be caught off guard once again, and this is just what I was talking about. You need to make sure you have full control of the map, otherwise you're just going to be caught by surprise. And once again, Wilson's selling his Harvesters, or selling the power plants to get some Confessor Cabal squads, and his Harvesters are under siege again, so there's one, and there goes. So there was 1 Harvester, and then those disintegrator squads are probably going to get another Harvester. Yes, they do. And if they're lucky, they may get another Harvester, so that's another 3 Harvesters lost. Yuck. That's it. Even these Confessor Cabal squads are trying to take down those disintegrator squads. Oh, that Harvester just survived. So Wilson, but here comes the counterattack, and more disintegrator squads are coming out for Noob at War. So this is pretty insane how many disintegrator squads he's building. But it's also insane how many Confessor Cabal squads and radar buggies Wilson is producing. I guess he's just worried that those disintegrator squads are just causing him a lot of problems. And the dual portal is on the cards now for well, it's been on the cards for a while for Noob at War. He's just pumping countless number of disintegrators, and finally decides to go for some tanks instead of just pure disintegrator squads. So we're finally going for some secret tanks, and we do see that there's a nerf center there, so he's at tier 2. But unfortunately for Traveler, there is no attenuated force fields, and Wilson's entire attack force has just been distinguished by those disintegrator squads, and now he's being chased back to base, and there's more radio buggies out now. Excuse me, but now Wilson does have expansion out here. He's got he's got 4 and 2 on this field. You need more of a prop ratio, but here comes the counterattack now from Noob at War, and it's a big one. It's a good force of disintegrators and secret tanks, and I'm just wondering what Wilson can do to hold off this assault. And he's just building some sand turrets, and the secret tanks are just taking him out. The disintegrators are focused on the radar buggies and whatever else is available. Those secret tanks are doing a ton of damage, and Wilson is doing the power plant build and sell to get some fast infantry squads to hopefully take out the disintegrators, while the attack bikes or the radar buggies focus on the secret tanks, because radar buggies do have surprising amount of armor, and these conventional ball squads do a decent amount of damage to seekers as well. But I mean, with the disintegrator production, even though Noob at War has the rally point of the barracks just at his main field, so that's kind of surprising. Just when we wanted to look out for bikes and whatnot, and that disintegrator squad force has been distinguished. The secret tanks are going back to base for repairs, or if probably not, because the Raptor is over there. And now Noob at War is moving his drone platform hopefully to this field here, right here, because his main field is empty, and the blue field is getting a little bit low. But with the blue, he's only got one harvester on that blue field, so it's getting him a little bit of money. And the drone ship is on the way, like I said, gonna maybe drop down here or here, and then place on a couple of extractors, and maybe we'll see what he has planned for next. But another disintegrator squad force is going towards Wilson's base. This is like the third straight time that Wilson's been attacked. And look at this, all this disintegrator squads. Holy Christ, this is a lot of disintegrator squads, and they're just rallying all across the map. Wilson has absolutely no eyes up there. It's quite surprising, but he does have a radar buggy, and he does see that there's like a ton of disintegrator squads. And just because Wilson's blackhand, where's his MCV? Oh, there it is. And if Wilson was at tier 3 right now, he would probably get those charged particle beam upgrade, and that would help him a lot. Because with the charged particle beams, he'd just basically just pop down shootout turrets, and those charged particle beams can just tear right through disintegrator squads. But Wilson completely loses his starting base. There's just one power plant left, and then that will dignify that he has no starting base anymore, and his mining operations are down here, where he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 harvesters. One harvester is not doing anything, and shredder turns Shredder turns up now for defense. Hopefully he can protect his harvesters while he starts an attack right here. And he did a good amount of damage. He had some rockets to deal with the secret tanks and the Buzzer Hives now, and Noob at War moved his drill platform a little too far. He could have placed it just right here, so he could place his extractor right here instead of just spending all that time just moving it over here. But depends on what Noob at War is planning on doing. He did place a structure, but I didn't see what it was. He has a nice line of reactors here. Perfect. If Wilson had some bikes or something, they can just take them down one by one instead of just having a nice line. He said he's at tier 2, but he hasn't been implementing it, which is quite surprising. I thought he would be at tier 3 right now, getting some tripods, but he's just focusing on a ton of disintegrators, and that's all he's been doing. That's all he has been doing. He's got some secret tanks, but the only unit he's been using is just disintegrators, and Wilson has done a great job of defending off that assault. But again, I mean, he lost a starting base. He lost a starting base, and he lost a ton of forces doing that. So we're just going to see what Wilson's got to do. I mean, he still has mining operations, which is nice, and he is finally getting the secret Tronic right. So he's going to get his those Black Disciples, and those Black Disciples are going to help him out a lot with those disintegrator squads. Another attack from Noob at War is going to go right down the center, and Wilson decided not to move his MCV closer to the Tiberium field because I just don't know why. But here comes another disintegrator squad for us, and if they find out that there's a harvester there, that's just a waste of money just trying to take out that harvester. But I think Noob at War might want to take out that harvester, otherwise those secret tanks are just on a force move, which they are, and I guess they're just going back to the starting base to see if Wilson has got back out there, which he hasn't. And what's happening down there, we see that those Black Disciples infantry are just firing on that buzzer hive, so then those buzzers can just be destroyed. And those secret tanks and disintegrator squads are coming down here to tango with the expansion. We see that there's a little bit of a glitch there. There was the flames, and that's just a little bit of a glitch. But here comes the disintegrator squads, and they're just going to get ripped up completely with those Black Hand squads, with the Black Disciples, and that's just absolutely terrorizing all those disintegrator squads going down. and then all the Suga tanks are just going to go down. Wilson finally destroyed this expansion after a million tries, and he did save his harvesters, so that's good. It's down to about little over than 40% of health, I would say. And what is MTK1000 doing? He is just finally getting down his extractor. Oh, he has 2 extractors already, so he's been mining down here for just a little bit. And he's not transferring his harvesters to the southern expansion because he has like 5 up here that are not doing anything. He's still going on with his growth accelerator. So I'm assuming that he just wanted to mine this out completely before he moves all his harvesters down to the bottom expansion, which he's finally doing. And Wilson right now is going for an attack that has been long overdue, I'd say, but Gunwalker is now going to make it tough for Wilson, especially since when Nubat War has the what's that called? Stasis field. Oh, I forgot what it was. Yeah, Wilson is finally base creeping to the center field right here, and he's going for some more infantry. And this Blackhand force now from Wilson's finally moving into the base of Nubat War, where he's going to meet some Gunwalkers and some Corruptors, which are pretty good against infantry. And Wilson just need to focus on those Corruptors to make sure they don't take down the infantry. Otherwise, it's just going to be those Tiberium things, those Corruptors that shoot Tiberium as a weapon, are just going to be melting right through the infantry, no matter what they have. And more Professor Cabal squads are coming in. Wilson has got a war factory down at that expansion as well, building some Scorpion tanks. And Wilson is also guarding that area too, just in case Nubat War decides to sneak some disintegrator squads around on top of the map, which he has been doing quite a lot recently. And another portal has been placed down there. Just Corruptors have been placed down now, and that force has been distinguished now from Wilson. And I guess Wilson doesn't know that Nubat War is down here, and whatever this building is, hopefully it's a tech lab, because Nubat War can't just survive on Corruptors, Gunwalkers, and disintegrator squads, because once Wilson gets down those Scorpion tanks, holy Christ, look at this triple war factory. Are you sure, Wilson? Because that is quite a lot. If you're gonna do triple war factories, you're gonna need one more harvester, or one more refinery, and at least 3 more harvesters to make it actually work, because that expansion is finally done. And he's moving the harvesters. I guess he's trying to get more blue Tiberium, which the blue Tiberium has actually grown a little bit. And now shock troopers right now are going to be building for Nubat War, and he still has the advanced articulators, and he's got his stasis field up. And I'm not sure if he's going to go for plasma disc launchers, because that's a must if you're going for secret or going for shock troopers. Plasma disc launchers are a must, because that takes down harvesters a lot quicker than what you normally expect. But here comes the Scorpion tank force, and it's going to be streaming in one by one, and this is going to be very, very tough for Nubat War to deal with, because his force is mainly focused on anti-infantry, and because I guess the shock troopers now are just going for some harvesters, and I guess they don't have the plasma disc launchers, but they still do some harvester harassment. But the Scorpion tank force is just huge. I don't think would Nubat War could handle this many Scorpion tanks, because he doesn't have Tier 3, and if he did have Tier 3 with the tripods, he could, even with tripods, he has, because even with the tripods, those tripods wouldn't do anything, because Wilson has rocket infantry just behind the lines of the Scorpion tanks, and those Corruptors are just going down very quickly, and it's pretty hard to take on the Scorpion tanks with the Corruptors, because the Corruptors are only good versus infantry, and somewhat good versus buildings if you have a lot of them. So yeah, what's down there? Just a lightning spike. But yeah, Wilson is actually, there's the phase field. That's what's called phase field. But the phase field doesn't work on Scorpion tanks, and Wilson, I guess, is going to try to get out of there, because there's a lot of shock troopers, and those shock troopers still don't have the plasma disc launchers, but he's finally upgrading right now, and the tech lab is finally out after, I'm guessing, 17 minutes of gameplay? I don't know. My live stream is just screwed up. It doesn't tell you actually the in-game sense. But here comes the temporal wormhole, and that took down a couple of Scorpion tanks, but I think that was a waste of money. Might have been a waste of money, it might have been not, but who knows. And the harvester's going to go steal some blue Tiberium, but Wilson sees it, and I guess he's going to do something about it. Tier 2 up now for Wilson, and he's got some dozer blades going. Sells one of his war factories, because I told him he can't support 3 war factories. because that would just be insane. And Shock Troopers now just taking Scorpion tanks one by one. Whatever is out there. A couple of Buzzer Hives just going, protecting the southern expansion, which, if I was Wilson, I would probably build some bikes and just attack this area, because this area's been completely defenseless for quite some time now. But I mean, he's focused on just destroying these Shock Troopers, which Shock Troopers finally have the plasma disc launchers, and now they're going to be very deadly versus the Scorpion tanks. And I guess Wilson just have to focus on getting some more Professor Cabal squads or something, because the Shock Troopers are so deadly with their plasma disc launchers, and with the harvesters nearby, it's just like this entire group with a one shot of disc launchers can destroy a single harvester. See, like that. That's pretty fast. That's pretty fascinating how they can just destroy one harvester just with that. And even the Scorpion tanks are just getting one shot. And well, this is just amazing. Oh, yeah, I forgot the Shock Troopers don't have to upgrade the blink packs. They can just teleport by themselves. If you're Skrin, you have to upgrade the blink packs, but I forgot Shock Troopers have the teleport ability. And a lot more Shock Troopers now are being built, and this is quite a lot. I don't think Wilson has enough Scorpion tanks. I don't think you can crush with Dozer Blades. Can you crush Shock Troopers with Dozer Blades? I'm not sure, but yeah, New Bat Wars Micro is just amazing. And yeah, this is just quite a lot of Scorpion tanks, and I don't think Wilson can squish the Shock Troopers with the Dozer Blades. Maybe not. Oh, you can. Okay, I was wrong. But yeah, this micro is just absolutely incredible from New Bat War, and just more Scorpion tanks are just streaming in, and more Scorpion tanks are being upgraded. But now these Shock Troopers are just completely spread out, and they're being crushed. And the Scorpion tanks, I don't know if they're not on a force move or if they're on an aggressive stance, or I don't know what they're doing, but I think just Wilson's just trying to focus on just crushing a lot of those Shock Troopers, which he has. He's crushed quite a bit, plus the Professor Cabal backup. And oh, a flame tank! Check that out, a flame tank. Oh, this is going to be so close. The warp capsule is about to spit out the Eradicator hexapod, but the flame tank, which I didn't see, has took out the warp capsule, which delayed the hexapod. And now I think that this could be the end of New Bat War, because he has the Scorpion tanks, and they sells the technology assembler. And I guess now Wilson just have to focus on cleaning up the rest of this base, and then that would be GG. He's still going the Scorpion tank production, and Wilson still has MCV. Surprised he's not at tier 3, because with those charged particle beams upgrade, that would just help Wilson a lot with destroying those disintegrator squads in the middle of the game. But I guess he was just so worried about so many disintegrator squads that he just wasn't thinking about the tier 3 as much as other people. When he was just going the buggy and Professor Cabal squad route, which did its job. I mean, it did take down a lot of disintegrator squads. And now that Wilson has an enormous tank army, he's got Dozer Blades, so he doesn't care if he can just roll over the disintegrator squads infantry. He can just roll over them, and they won't do that much damage as long as his disintegrator squads don't fire at him. But now I guess Wilson is just forcing. Yeah, the Scorpion tanks are definitely on an aggressive stance, and I guess they're just trying to take out the rest of the harvesters so that New Bat War doesn't have any more forces to deal with. But I guess the Scorpion tanks will just take down those rest of the harvesters, and then they're just going backwards. And another regiment of Scorpion tanks is probably going to go down to the southern expansion, perhaps to take it down. I hope. But yeah, Wilson is just trying to just lure these disintegrator squads away from the base, so that his second group of Scorpion tanks can destroy the rest of the base, which quite honestly doesn't have that much of force. He can definitely take out that storm column with the amount of Scorpion tanks he has. And that Scorpion tank right up, those regiment Scorpion tanks are right up here, just gonna go back to work destroying that reactor. Hopefully that'll put him low on power, which it doesn't. Oh, I guess before the storm column went down. And there's this big sell-off at the main, taking out a reactor or an extractor and a warp sphere. But yeah, New Bat War is just focusing on just pure disintegrator squads, and that's a good counter for Scorpion tanks. But I mean, he has to watch how they doesn't get crushed by the Scorpion tanks, because they can take a lot of damage by just being crushed because he has the Dozer Blades, and it's just gonna be quite close. I mean, 2 portals just pumping out disintegrator squads, and it's actually pretty close. But I think New Bat War is almost out of money, and Wilson is moving in for the kill. And he's not building any more Scorpion tanks. I think this is going to be GG for Noob at War. He played a good game, that's for sure. Finish off the rest of these disintegrator squads and destroy the rest of the base. Make sure there's no more harvesters left, so he can't come back. That's the last harvester for Noob at War. So actually, he's still building structures. There's a sell off of the extractor and take out the last portal. Squish the remaining disintegrator squads. And there's a fire sale. So MTK1000 has been defeated. Oh boy. Actually, that was a good game, to be honest. And I'm not going to get into the stats because I'm too tired right now. It's bedtime for me, and I got to get up for work tomorrow. God damn it. So, hope you'll enjoy that game, and my name's Kabbalah, and I'll see you guys all next time.